I have to tell you that literally I'm the world's biggest hypocrite. What is going on with my internet? Hold on, guys. Okay. I have been a little bitch. And this is my time. This is Jenna time. This is me telling myself to grow the fuck up. I literally tell you guys every day how to manifest. And like there's been this glaring issue with me and my twin flame, and it's kind of, well, it's a deal breaker. But it's not really, but it is really. And in this version of reality, it's a deal breaker. And in this version of reality, if you focus so much on what is in front of you in the 3D, you're not allowing your imagination to create something different. Look at me being a little bitch. So I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys today about the hypocrisy of it all. And that it gets so hard because you look at the 3D and that's the matrix, right? And then you get sucked into the matrix. And you're in the matrix, Neo. You need to pull your ass out of it. And so here I am, like, and so Gordon was telling me, I feel like shit, this is horrible. I feel like we're never gonna get over this. It's like we're damned if we do, we're damned if we don't. We don't know how to get a way out of this problem that we have right now. And it is like, go to God. Go to God about it. Now, when people say go to God, though, I always used to hate it because, like, my grandparents were the pastors at a Pentecostal church that I was at. And I was raised in the church, but it was a cult, really. I see it as a cult. And my grandparents would always say, like, go to God, go to God. But what does that mean? Once you know that you are God, now what? Like, you know that you're the creator of your reality. You know that you're the Christ consciousness. You are that unadulterated consciousness that is the one deciding who you are. You are that I am. So here I am being a little bitch, all right? And he even mirrors it back to me. He's literally mirroring that shit right back to me, verbatim. He's like, I feel like shit. I feel horrible. I don't know what we're supposed to do. I can't be without you, but I can't be with you. And it's like, what are we supposed to do? And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? Why am I such a victim? Why am I looking at the 3D and being like, oh my God, woe is me. This is so sad. Like, this is like that moment that defines a person, especially a spiritual, enlightened being, if you want to call anybody that. I like to think of myself as enlightened in a little way. I mean, I'd like to become more enlightened. Who wouldn't? But like, I am not focused on the success of things working out in my life. It's as if I'm creating more of the obstacles by focusing on the obstacles instead of just seeing how amazing my partner is. To see in another all the defects that they have, and like listen, because like I moved in with him, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, okay, and like that's a lot. That's a lot of wow, like that's a lot. Living with a man, all of a sudden, a cat, a dog, and a mother-in-law. That's a lot, and it's a lot. We love each other, and it's crazy because there's this magnetism that we have. We're twin flames in union. We both know that we're twins. This magnetism that won't go away. And I've begged today. I was like, you know what? I just want my heart pain to stop. I want this to go away. We almost broke up. Like today was bad. Like it was actually the worst that it's been in our relationship yet, because ever since the day that I addressed that I'm polyamorous, that was literally like 12 hours or so after he told his family about me. So we had everyone and their uncle basically coming at us energetically overnight. And so I didn't know how to handle it. And all of a sudden it just felt like this whoosh, like a dark cloud that came over our connection. And so I'm actually learning a lot about manifestation through living this experience. I'm learning that I have seen both versions of my divine masculine, I have seen Gordon be confident and bold and so adventurous and ready for union and ready for like helping the collective, and just so confident that women just like rare, you know? And then I've also seen this weak version that's just really timid and scared and shy, and it's like what I'm believing in now is that it really is an infinite version of your person. There's an infinite number of realities that they can be at any given moment. So even though we had happiness and joy in one reality, we have pain and pandemonium and conflict in another. And it's all about what you focus on. So you're going to have to pull yourself back and be like, this is just one version that I created, this conflict, this arguing, this bickering, right? And go back into your own imagination and build from there. And so anyway, I was being a little bitch and telling everybody but myself to basically grow up, stop being a victim, just take your power back. Like, what an asshole. No, really, guys, I'm kind of an asshole. Like, hey, my tarot card deck actually approves and agrees with me. I just split it open to the Ace of Swords, which is the truth card. So yeah, even my tarot deck's like, yeah, you being a little bitch. But yes, okay, so here I am telling you guys, please, please go into your imagination and build reality from there. Start remembering what it is you like about your person, right? But when you get in that fight and that argument and that you can't see eye to eye, all you're doing is fueling more of this same shit. So I had to like take a step back and be like, okay, what do I like about him? I love how confident he is. He's so sweet. He's so generous. He's such a giving, loving heart. He's so selfless to a fault. And sometimes I really wish he'd have better boundaries, but we're focusing on the good, right? And so building back up in him the version of him I want him to be, right? But there is no one to change but self. You're not going to change the 3D version of them by barking orders at them and slamming doors in their face and being like, I fucking hate you. I wish that you'd change. That's not how you get your person to change. You don't get to have results without going into your imagination first. It's up here in the 4th dimension first, and then in the 3D, the 4D, and then the 3D. As above, so below. On earth as it is in heaven, right? One thing I noticed was both versions of him are right. Both versions of him are real. I've seen both. I've seen confident Gordon and I've seen weak Gordon, and I've seen confident Jenna. I've seen weak Jenna and confident Jenna. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is I feel like a major hypocrite because I'm sitting here telling you guys how to manifest the exact union you want. And here I am not doing it. And so I had to like pull myself back and be like, this is not what I want. I don't like the arguing. I don't like fighting. I don't like being told no. So I'm going back into my imagination and I'm getting it the fuck right. Okay. So this is my wake up call. This is my bitch slap for the day. I just really needed some accountability and I wanted to come on here and have accountability. So hi, low key. You look like a nice person. Crazy Dave, low key and high key. I'm kind of not a good person today. If I were a good person, I wouldn't have been a hypocrite. Telling you guys how to get the version of your person that you want. And there's almost this like, I know how to do it, but is it like a deservability thing? Is it like I don't feel worthy of having that better version of him? So I was okay with slowly trickling the worst version, you know? I was okay with him being an asshole every once in a while. And I'd be like, well, okay, it's better than the abusive asshole I was with before, right? But then slowly but surely, my reality started shifting back to where it was. And I am not about that. It's, ugh. I'd rather have passion, hot and heavy. I'd rather have adventure and fun and obsession with one another, which we had at one point, right? So I guess what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set a baseline for you guys. If you are in a relationship and you're like, okay, I need to learn how to manifest results and success within this connection, I really want you to pay attention because I'm going to do this. I'm going to totally revamp this entire thing. Okay. And I'm doing it all from within. he was like, he's like, I just feel like I'm in hell. I'm in purgatory. Like I'm stuck. And it really showed me that the divine feminine, your mind, guides your divine masculine into whatever reality you're supposed to be going into. So we're both magicians, and I call him my magician. He calls me his magician all the time. When we are in each other's lives, we get so much potency. Shit comes to us for free. We get people handing us things out of left field. It's so weird how often we get to have abundance when we're in union and we're in harmony. And when we're like, we're not doing okay, everything in the world goes to shit. There's no color in the world. There's nothing. There's no livelihood. There's no, I don't even want to get out of bed in a day. It feels so sad and depressing. And that is the twin flame thing, the ebbs and the flows. But I've realized that in the same man, he has both agreed to my polyamory lifestyle in one breath, and then also not agreed to it and wanted to break up because of it. And this is what I'm saying. This is why. This is proof to me as a manifestation coach that you really truly are infinite, and that there are infinite numbers of realities. And so while I was in one reality where there was acceptance of it, and it actually, I think we both agreed that it was a beautiful sentiment. It is insane to think that I allowed my thoughts to waver so much that it went back to the dark night of the soul between both of us. So here's what I'm trying to say. I cannot sit here and teach you guys manifestation without doing it myself. And I needed to hold myself accountable today. Worst case scenario, I realize that I'm a god on my own. And it's just me, myself, and I. And I'm okay with that. I was really even at today when we had this big blow up, and twin flames, it's twin flames in union, living under the same roof. It's hard. It's difficult. But even today, I was like, this is absolute agony and torture, because we know heaven is real. You can feel it. You know that you were there once in love, so madly in love, obsessed with one another, to a point where it's like even off-putting, and people are like, oh God, get a room. You know what I mean? To have that, and then in this with the same person, same body, same house, same address, same everything, just 1 week later, have just complete agony and torture and literally wanting to end things and break up. I am just like, oh my God, there are infinite realities. There are infinite versions of your person. It really is that. It really is that you have infinite versions to choose from. And I had been choosing the version I didn't want. And oh my God, but to see it in the flesh, to see it right there mirrored, it's very difficult. So I'm trying to wake myself up to the fact that I am a god, and I am really the only one that needs to change. You're not changing someone external of you. You're not barking orders at your man. You know, you're not telling your boss, you will be giving me a raise, and looking like a fucking crazy person as they call the police on your ass because you refuse, as you're manifesting a raise. They're not going to tell you unless you go into your imagination and create it there, right? Hi, Michelle. Thank you for being here. Hello. So if you don't have that, right? If you don't have that imagination to build a better reality for yourself, then the 3D will not follow suit, period. That's it. You want more money in your bank account, you have to start seeing more money in your bank account before you see it in the physical world. If you want to change in your person, you want them to be irresistibly drawn to you and can't keep their hands off you, right? You're going to have to start seeing that in your imagination first. You're going to have to go there first. And a lot of people, this is where telepathy comes in. Telepathy is really just instant thought transmission. So you talking to someone in your head, it's a thought transmission. They hear what you're putting out. Whatever you think about them, they think about themselves. So if you think like, oh, he probably thinks he's so ugly today and he's not confident and he probably feels just so sad, that is literally how they're going to start feeling. And I've seen this in live time in my twin flame journey. I've seen this. Today's our 8-week anniversary. So we've been together 2 months. And in these 2 months, there have been so many fucking ups and downs. And I'm just looking at the down right now and I'm like, why? Why did it get here? We don't have to know the why. We just have to know the we did it. And it's okay. We didn't do it consciously. But we created a version of them that comes in angry, lazy. They're not giving us flowers. They're not taking us out on dates, not calling us. We did that. I mean, I'm sorry to say, guys, but we did. We did do that. And a lot of people are not going to want to admit that they do that. So they run from the truth. They run from the fact that they are God. Ye are gods. Jesus said it. Ye are gods. So why then do we not believe that we can have anything we want? Is it like that scary to actually have success? Is it that terrifying? And for me, it's like I've never had tons of money. I've never had success in that way. I think too, another thing that freaks me out is I know how high vibrational I am now. And I know that overnight my life will change because I have so much good karma stored up, and I know I do. And I've removed so many people from my life that are moochers and takers that I know my ancestors are just dying to, well, that's probably not the best way to say that. Okay, my ancestors are just excited to, on the other side, bring in these beautiful divine blessings for me. But does it ever freak you guys out how quickly you bring shit in? It won't even scare me. My magic doesn't scare me. My magic scares other people, I think. Going from absolutely nothing to the love of a lifetime overnight. Like I actually I was in a very abusive relationship when Gordon found me. Gordon and I met because my boyfriend cheated on me with his wife. Let me repeat. I found my twin flame because my ex-boyfriend was cheating on me when I was with him. I was dating him, was living in his home, and my boyfriend cheated on me with Gordon's wife. And Gordon reached out to me. We were complete strangers. He reached out to me one day 2 months ago via email and said, hi, you might have heard of me because, you know, my wife talks about me, but you don't know me very well, but I know you. And I really want to get to know you more. I've looked at your channel. I see what you're about. I really like this. And in the first email he ever sent me, I put my phone down and I said, oh my God, that man is in love with me. And I even had to ask my spirit guides. I was like, for fuck's sake, is this the plot twist of the century? I was miserable. I had just been cheated on twice. I know, I was stupid. I was stupid to even go back the first time. Point is, I was cheated on. I had pink eye. I had COVID and pink eye all at the same time. Got cheated on. I had a period from hell. All of this in the first week that I had moved in with my ex. And once I made a video about it, I did a live stream and I told everybody, I was like, yeah, I just got cheated on. I'm literally getting cheated on as I do this live stream. My ex had told me that they went to a hotel and they were just, you know, gallivanting, having fun together, whatever. Well, turns out in the plot twist of the century, yeah, the irony of ironies, Gordon didn't know it. But because I posted that video, he found out that his wife was cheating on him again. And if he wouldn't have seen my video and me talking about it, he wouldn't have known that he was about to be bamboozled again. He was being used by her. And so we're already a very weird couple, he and I. I mean, I'm dating a married man. I'm living with a married man. So that already right there is something that a lot of people are like, oh my God, that's so taboo. I don't care what other people think. I care about what I think. And I care about what my partner thinks, right? But it's the same when I came out as a tarot reader. Like my entire family disowned me, basically. I was very spiritual. I was getting way more woo-woo than anybody else in my family. And that also caused a lot of ruckus and a big stir because not a lot of people could understand that I was taking money from people for throwing cards about invisible energies that can't be understood. So I had to love me more than my own family did back then. I had to love me more than my ex-boyfriend did. I had to choose me. And this is where it pays to know thyself. Because you're going to have everyone and their uncle try to convince you that what you're doing is wrong. And especially in this world where you're paving the way. It's a new age. We're in the age of Aquarius. You are a trendsetter. You are doing something new, something your family has never seen, something your community has never seen, right? And it's one of the most like alarming moments ever was seeing how distant he and I were today. And it was the weirdest shit, guys. This is, as God is my witness. He got so mad at me today. He moved my shit out of our bedroom. And not even an hour later was hugging and kissing me because I manifested a change in him that quickly. Most people would think I'm high as a kite or something. I'm not on drugs, girl. I don't do drugs. Not anymore. I really wish I had some Mary Jane in my life, but hey, whatevs. I mean, I'm in Iowa, so it's kind of strict here. But anyway, point is, in 1 hour's time, I had manifested the same man going from, I don't want to be with you, we fight too much, this is done, I'm out, to literally him staring me in the eyes in the kitchen, telling me, do you feel that? Do you feel that? When we were making eye contact and he kissed me, I hugged him and he's like, yeah, right. Most would call it bipolar, but I just know that I'm a manifester and I'm manifesting quick, sudden change. I'm shifting realities really, really quickly. But a lot of people don't realize their power when they're manifesting. They would call it bipolar. He's been called bipolar so many times, labeled it. He was even on bipolar medication. Same with me and schizophrenia. I was considered bipolar schizophrenic when I was younger. I'm not on any pharmaceuticals now, but I was then. I was on antipsychotics and stuff. But it's like to know that in the same man, that's why I believe in manifestation. That's why I believe that there is no one to change but self. It really is us. We are bringing these people in the way that we see them, the way that we view them. They have no free will in your reality. They show up exactly how the fuck you say you'll show up. So I was so lazy with my thoughts that I had been getting him more and more like the version I don't like. It's whatever. I'm too lazy to manifest it against it today. I'm too lazy. I don't really affirm for much. Like affirmations are just thoughts. So affirming means to just go into your head, into your mind and affirm a thought. And for me, it was, oh my God, he's so, all of a sudden he's so mean. He's so crass and he doesn't even like me. And like, why am I even here? He doesn't want me and So it happened. He had to show me the results of that. And it really hurt. Oh my God, did it hurt? Like, holy fuck. Today was the worst day ever. Literally the worst day. I mean, it was just insane because my mother-in-law, his mom, we love each other. We're best friends. And she's very witchy. I fucking love this about her. And she's just like, what happened? I'm like, honey, I don't know. She's like, are you gonna be okay? I'm like, I think so. Give it 5 minutes. But that's how it is when you manifest. Like, it really looks like whiplash. It really looks like bipolar. It does. It even sometimes, like, he'll come back and he'll be like, I'm so sorry. And he'll cry profusely and he'll apologize. And even it's hard for me to believe that the change just took place. Especially when you have so much anger and hostility at the version of them that shows up when you know a better version exists. Like, it's hard not to be pissed at a guy that you know can be way up here and do it for you. And then all of a sudden he tanks and he's way down here. He's such an asshole. And then you're like, did I do that? And you did. You did it. You don't know that you did it, but you did it. Okay? Okay, you did it. I'm sorry, guys. It is the truth. It is the truth. How can we sit here claiming to be God of our reality, but then when something shit happens, we're just like, but that wasn't me though. So that was my mom. No, the fuck it wasn't. Grow up. So I think what I need is like a little bit of a bitch slap. Something like that. Mm. And a really delicious blueberry smoothie. Yeah. Really good. Anyway, I think what we need is a daily dose of get it the fuck together. There are infinite versions of your person, guys, and I shit you not, as God is my witness, I have seen Gordon so on board with my lifestyle. And I only just recently discovered that I'm polyamorous, by the way. I didn't even know that multiple loves were a thing. I didn't even know you could be in love with more than one person at all. I didn't know. I thought that monogamy was the only thing that exists because I've been in monogamous relationships. My family, everybody I know are monogamous. And that's beautiful. That's great. That's sacred. That's beautiful. I love it. I love that for them. But then my ex, Sebastian, the priest, the high priest that saved my life in March, he came back into my life when I was here in Iowa. And after he came back into my life, I was like, what? Oh no. Like, oh my God, wait, what? I'm not supposed to feel anything. I'm not supposed to. It's done. It's over. I am trying to detach, I think, a little bit more from that. But the point is, I saw that it's possible. I saw that it is possible to love more than one person at a time. And up to this point in my life, I'm 35 years old and I'd only ever seen monogamous relationships. That's it. I've never even really knew that polyamory was a thing. Never. And so I literally had to Google it. I actually Googled, why do I love two people? Is that possible? And then I came across this video. It was a Florida story. It wasn't a video. It was a news story. And she had like 5 husbands or some shit. And she was pregnant with one of their baby, one of the men's baby. And I was like, the fuck? How do I not know about any of this? Have I been living under a rock? I mean, I knew that men have multiple wives. I've seen sister wives. I knew that shit was real. Polygamy, I knew polygamy was real. Polyamory is kind of different, though. It's meaning more than one love. Polygamy is more than one marriage. So anyway, I was like, okay, this is the fucking weirdest thing ever. And so I started wrestling with it myself over the last couple weeks. And I'm like, okay, the truth is the truth. I know that it is possible to truly be in love with more than one person at a time. It's possible. I've seen it. And then all of a sudden, once I accepted that truth, he mirrored me accepting the truth. He said the same thing. Oh, I see the beauty in it. I see the value. I think it's great. He would look it up. He even found out like percentages of how common it is. He's like, yeah, it's not common, but it's beautiful and I understand it. The sentiment. And we shared that. And then once I started becoming lazy about my own belief system and I started feeling that doubt within myself, he mirrored that same doubt back. And honey, I'm telling you right now, there are infinite versions of your person. Because in the same man, through the same mouth, he said both, I understand it, and then he said, I don't understand it. There are so many versions of your person. And so look at me being a little bitch, trying to tell you guys, oh my God, you can have anything you want. It's your reality. This is your video game. This is your simulation. You can have anything you want. And here it is. I'm challenged and I'm seeing something in the 3D that is telling me I'm powerless. And here I am feeding into that powerlessness. So I'm not a victim. I hate being a victim of circumstance. I hate thinking I'm a victim of circumstance. Nah, I'm a God. And I create using my mind, my speech, and my actions and my thoughts. So I just needed a little reassuring. I just needed to reassure myself that I am that bad bitch. And there are infinite numbers of realities. So I really like that I get to learn every day to teach manifesting. It's like you're not even really a good teacher unless you're learning every day. And I'm glad that I'm learning. But man, I don't love that I have to learn in live time. Witnessing the man that I love more than life itself love me, approve of me, and then like a week later be like completely like, get out, I don't like you, I don't want you. Oh my God, what the fuck did I do? And it's all about your thoughts. You didn't keep up with your thoughts. That's it. That's it. It really is that easy, guys. And it really can change that quickly. Like, legit, he moved my shit out and was already apologizing within an hour. I said, okay, well, where are my tennis shoes? Because you brought everything out except my tennis shoes. And he's like, I'll get them. I'll get them. So he came back out with my tennis shoes, and I went to go grab them from his hand, and he wouldn't let me take them. And he was flirting with me, and I was like, give me my shoes. And he's like, well, come here. And we had this moment, and it was like, whew, the tension though, honey. And I was like, why? Why does it have to be so fucking bipolar? Why can't it just be normal and calm and like a normal couple? Well, it's because he's not normal and I'm not normal, and that's how it is. But I remember some of the changes that were so quick and drastic and radically different. Like, he would apologize in the middle of the fucking night. Like, listen, okay, listen to me. I would do something like listen to a subliminal overnight, right? And it would be like, make your man apologize overnight or something. And it would be a subliminal, and I'd just be listening to that shit. And then 2 a.m, he'd tap my shoulder and be like, hi, we need to talk. It happens all the time. It really is as quick as you say it is. The version of them that you want exists already. You wouldn't freaking want it if it wasn't a desire there placed on your heart by God, aka you, aka your higher self. Your higher self, the infinite intelligence that knows that version exists of them. I've already seen it. I've seen where he approves of me, and I see where he doesn't approve of me. I've seen where he's obsessed with me and loves me and can't keep his hands off me. And I've also seen the part of him that was so butthurt that I challenged him on something that he literally threatened to call the cops on my ass. Yeah, that's the truth. That happened today. I have seen all these versions of him, and it's in one man. It is mind-blowing. Guys, we cannot keep manifesting the stuck version of them. You gotta barrel through it, honey. You gotta start seeing the version that you do want and expecting that version is the only one coming in. See it so many times in your imagination that all they can do is be that version, right? So in the same guy, I have seen so many versions of him that it's proof to me that every version exists of your person, okay? Every version exists. Whoa. Speaking of my ex from hell, how you doing, Augustine? Thanks for being here. Your message was retracted before I could see it. Oh my God. Look what Spirit just did. Nah, plot twist. Hey, look. There's this deck that I have that I made, and this card was literally on top of the deck. Look at that. Plot twist. Anyway, so I just saw that. Wow, hi. I'm not calm and normal because consciousness is still entertained by activity. I don't understand that. I was so confused when he popped up. He only said, oh, it just said eyeballs? Oh my God, guess who's home? Ooh. Eyeballs. Hi.
Here, these are out here.
Hi, I'm on a stream. Oh, okay. Thank you. Guess. Oh, he can't come in this way. This is my backdrop, guys. So anyway, see? Look at the version of you that gets what you want every time, girl. I just got an Amazon package by my mans. I just brought it in. But so the plot twist of the century. Wow, how funny that I just literally mentioned my ex, the one that cheated on me. How you doing? And you show up here, googly eyes. How you doing? That man misses you, perhaps. But yeah, and to see a version of reality that exists simultaneously, bro. It exists simultaneously as the douchebag version of them, but then the higher self exists too. It's so fucking crazy. I see it. So I don't know. I feel very hella uncomfortable now that my ex is staring holes into my face. That's weird. That's very weird. Oh, that's very weird. Ew! No. 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 But Yari, how are you though? I really love that you're here, Yari, because I talked about you yesterday. I was like, I love my girl Yari. I can't wait for her to show up more. She's so awesome. You're actually one of the only reasons that I even kept going on this journey. Yari, if it weren't for you, I'd have already given up on love. So I'm just trying to tell you guys that your manifestation journey is supposed to be erratic. It's supposed to be up and down and bipolar. It's not linear. It's not linear. Sometimes, like for instance, my ex just showing up in a live stream randomly. That shit wasn't expected. That is very much the universe doing crazy shit like the universe does. So overall, I needed to see that like a version of my man exists that both approved of my lifestyle, and then a version exists also that does not approve of my lifestyle. So in your instance, a version of your person is already married to you, wanting commitment, and the other version doesn't. They're like, I want to be single. I want to sow my wild oats. I don't want to be here. I want to be free, right? You guys have to realize that as a God, you get to create and select any version of them to show up. Even that version. Hey. So you can have anything you want, and it really is that easy. But you have to be willing to go in your mind. And see, this is the shit part. This is the shitty part. When you let your thoughts get so lazy and you don't keep up on your affirmations, you build the 3D and it looks like shit. And then there's that fear that there's going to be a delay. Like if you start changing your thoughts right now and say, oh my God, he's of course he's in love with me. Of course he's in love with me. He wants to marry me. He already called me his wife. Like, of course. But if you get back into that, sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. Like the 3D, it takes a little bit of time sometimes for them to show up, at least for me. But I also believe in instant manifestation. So this is where I'm really torn. I'm like, is there going to be a delay? If I think better thoughts now, does it change instantly? It does. There's always movement. But it just might take a little bit of time in the 3D physical world. So just keep affirming, right? Anyway, I just needed a good bitch slap today. So thank you for being here. Oh, thanks for waking me up, guys, because I fucking need it, okay? The last thing I want to do is be a fucking hypocrite. Sitting here telling you guys, like, oh, you can have anything you want. You can be as happy as you want. Like, happy as a clam. And life is so good. It's all heavenly. And then in the next breath, be like, okay, so we're breaking up because I can't do it. Wow. Fuck they are. This man is my man. Period. He's mine. I love him. We're madly, passionately in love. Period. He's so confident. He's so sexy. You're good, but there's no one to change but self. I'm not asking him to change. He doesn't need to change jack shit. I need to change how I view him, right? So if any of you are like, you're in a new relationship too, or you're trying to finally manifest ease and comfort in your union, just know that every version exists of them. Every version. The mean version, the sweet version, the rich version, the poor version, the sexy version, the ugly version, like all of them exist. And I'm just seeing it for what it is. It's like, oh my God, you're really conforming to what my thoughts are. I better get it the fuck right, because these thoughts have been shit. These thoughts have been garbage lately. And you know, today I actually had to tell him, I said, we are disappointing so many people. If our union fails, we're disappointing so many people that had hope in Twin Flame Union. Like, I will fucking hate myself if our union fails. So I just want to fight for this so bad. And how do you fight? Well, you go within and you fight for this within. You're not fighting anything without. You're not barking orders at your man. You're going within and you're changing the thought of them. Hi. Oh, Goddess. How are you, sweetheart? I fucking love you. Hi, baby. How are you? I'm going to add you as a mod. Oh my God. I love having you here. Dude, you're like, your comments are so amazing. I've seen so many of you beautiful divine feminines in the last couple days. And that is why I want so desperately to get this back on track. Because like, once we told his family, that we were together, because today's our 2-month anniversary. So once we told his family a couple nights ago, that's when all hell broke loose, honey. World War III, bitch. World War III. It was so weird. I could feel in the ethers, I could feel everybody chatting about us, people gossiping, people not happy, because I had also expressed on my live stream how I'm polyamorous. I'm not into monogamy. I get it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's sacred between two people. I also can see how polyamory is also sacred. So for me, it was like this avalanche of energy that everybody just whoosh. It came out with a lot of truth. And yeah, it took a hit. We took a hit really bad. We're still even kind of working on it. But again, can you go to the lowest low with your person and still manifest change? Can you manifest getting back on track with your person? I don't know. I've never done it. I've never even been in a healthy relationship before. This is the first time I've ever been in a healthy relationship. So I don't know. But I just really like being held accountable. I like that you girls understand manifestation, and you will not let me rest until I get what I want. And I know, and I love that so much that I wanted to be open and honest with you guys that I'm struggling. I allowed my lazy thoughts to just get out of control. And then a version of him that showed up that I'm like, ew. Nuh-uh. I don't know. You're nice. I don't date you, do I? And I'm like, what the hell happened? You can fall out of love that fast? True. Facts. You can. You can look at somebody you don't like anymore and absolutely fall out of love with them. But as a girl who's been divorced and been through over a dozen relationships in the last 5 years, I'm going to tell you right now, there is a version of your person that has changed. You're just not giving yourself enough permission to see that version and only that version. And so, what are you going to do? You're going to break up with a guy. You're going to move on, and that's it. And then another one comes in. Guess what? Same issues, girl. Same problem. Same dysfunction, and it's within you, right? It's within you. It's you being lazy and manifesting the version that is lazy. Or that doesn't call you. They don't text you. They're not taking you out. They don't want to get married, right? So I'm living proof that union can very much happen. And then you can also fall out of it too if you're not careful. Because a version exists of all of it. So interestingly enough, my life is better than it's ever been. But today it represented still so much growth needed. There's so much healing needed. There's so much fucking needed within myself. And you can't change people. You don't change people. You change you. You change your version of what they are. You change your idea, your perception of who they are showing up, girl. You do not change them by barking orders at them. You don't. No matter what I did today, it was this. It was this. Literally. I was like, I can't get past this. He's like, I can't get past this either. It's like, this is it, right? This is it. I love you, but what, bitch? I'm not leaving, and you're not leaving. We are twin flames in union. That's it. So I have no other choice but to go within and change this from within. And so I'm really actually kind of excited because it's a little experiment. I guess we're gonna figure it out together. Can I do it? I don't know. I hope so. Here I am teaching you guys everything I know, and I'm like, okay, here it goes. Here goes nothing. like I'm gonna tell you hopefully tomorrow, because guess whose ass slept on the couch last night? Hey, bears. I'm not about it. I'm done. So what I'm gonna, because the fucking couch sucks. So I'm not sleeping on the couch. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go within. I'm gonna figure this shit out. I'm gonna be about it. I'm gonna be that boss bitch. I'm gonna take my life back, my power back, my reality back. This is my matrix. This is my video game, right? You guys signed up for it. You wanted to be here in your own little quantum bubble. You wanted to have fun in your own video game. Bitch, be about it. Have all the fun you want in your video game. You are God of it. There's a version of your person that wants to get married, and there's a version that wants to break up with your ass. You understand? It really is all about how often you speak life over your person. How often do you in your mind say, he's obsessed with me, he wants me, he calls me all the time, and we're married, and we have kids, and that's it. Don't be lazy like me. Dude, I got so lazy with it. I got very complacent, and I don't like that. And so I'm fixing it. I wanted to be held accountable. I want you ladies to hold me accountable because I know you love Gordon. A lot of people are like, this is the best thing ever. I'm so happy for you guys. I don't want to let you down. I don't. I want you guys to help me whip my ass into shape on this one because this is starting to get ridiculous, girl. I literally slept on the couch last night. Yeah. And he literally moved my shit to the back room today. But here's what's kind of crazy. An hour after he did that, he flirted with me and we had like an intimate moment in the kitchen. He was hugging and kissing me and we looked each other in the eyes and I was like, the fuck is this? This is like bipolar shit. And you know, he used to actually be diagnosed as bipolar before I met him. He was on Big Pharma. As twins, it makes sense. He was diagnosed with mental disorders, and so was I when I was a kid. And my grandmother was bipolar schizophrenic, so everybody kind of thought that it skipped a generation and that I had it too. But I'm actually starting to think there's much more of a spiritual element to mental disorders than most people want to even agree to. I think that it's a lot more spiritual than mental. But hey, I don't have a PhD, okay? So like I can't talk about it, but I think there's a little bit more of a spiritual element to it. And especially when you know that you're manifesting sudden changes in your person, it's like they go batshit crazy sometimes. Like 1 minute they're completely not talking to you, ignoring you, they've got you ghosted, and then they show up on your live stream. Like my ex here who just showed up. That's weird. I didn't see that coming. So it's like you got to realize that your mind is really, it literally is the powerhouse. It is the engine. The 3D physical world is the thing that is conforming, but even your physical body is technically the 3D matrix. Even your body can be changed by your mind, by your thoughts, very easily and very quickly. But yeah, to see the bipolar, that it's not bipolar. And like I told him, I was like, I think you were misdiagnosed. I don't think it's bipolar. I think what it is I was manifesting you my entire life. And I think you were just going through huge tower moments, huge cataclysmic events to get your ass in alignment. Do you guys know how that man has escaped everything? He even worked for the FBI at one time because he was, well, it's his story to tell. He's going to tell it one day. All right. But the way that I manifested our union had him going through timeline after timeline after timeline shifting. And that shit hurt. Jail time, car accidents. I'm trying to think of the men that I was trying to manifest. Some surgeries, huge ass changes that would happen so that they could get in union with self. Because the version that you keep seeing, their consciousness is shifting to that version, that timeline. Their consciousness is shifting there. And it means that they have to leave addictions, habits, people, belief systems. You are changing that person. There is always movement under the sea. I'm telling you, always. So with Gordon and I, though, if you guys could just, well, there's nothing you even need to do. I can't even say anymore, like, oh, pray for us, guys. Or don't. I don't care. It doesn't matter because it's not you that's doing it. It's me, right? And when you really, truly can understand that ye are gods, no one is God outside of you. It doesn't matter if someone prays for you, and it does not matter if someone prays against you. It's all about what you want now, and that's it. So it's a big shock to the system to see that there was a version of him that both understood my polyamory and thought it was beautiful, and then another version of him that was like, nope, I can't accept it. Bye. There's more than two versions. There are infinite numbers of realities of your person. Okay? So anyway, I'm going to go because I feel hella awkward right now with my ex staring holes into my face. So I'm going to go Anyway, I love you guys, and I thank you for being here. The beautiful thing about manifesting the unideal version of what you wanted is that you're reminded of how quickly you can change it, bitch. Thank you, Yari. Thank you. Thank you for being living proof of why you're that bad bitch, and you're my best friend, and I love you, and I heart you, and I always want you in my life. Thank you. I'm literally gonna go tell him that I manifested you on here because we talked about you yesterday. I was like, I love that girl, Yari. She's my sister from another mister. Yeah, that was before I had to sleep on the couch. After I slept on the couch, I was like, fuck you. You're such an asshole. I can't believe you'd be like that. And so I just perpetuated that version of him. I'm the one that got lazy with it. I'm the one that stopped affirming. He loves me. He's so sweet, so generous. We talk about everything. He cries on my shoulder. He's so empathic. He's so romantic. I'm the one that stopped that. So it doesn't even matter. Like, even if we were to break up, if I met somebody, same shit, different day. Because it's all within us, guys. It really is. It's us. It's nobody but us. Hello, Godot. How are you? It's all us. And there's no one to change myself. So thank you guys for being here. I needed a bitch slap today. Yeah. Look at me being a little hypocrite, telling you guys, okay, this is how you manifest, guys. You have to do this and you have to do that. And then here I am. Ridiculous. Abso-fucking-lutely ridiculous. No, I'm going to go get my mans. Thank you so much. I will never be sleeping on the couch again, bet. I will never in a million years sleep on the fucking couch. I don't think so. So, okay, I'm going to let you guys go. Love you. Please remember, goddesses don't sleep on couches. I didn't know that you read that. Yeah, I know, honey. And this is like a lot of my clients that come to me. They're like, but he did this though, and I can never forgive him for that. Well, I could easily say having me sleep on a couch is unforgivable. Him moving my shit to the other room is unforgivable, right? Nah, no. I created that version of him that had the audacity to do something like that. No, honey, no. We're goddesses. And the year 2025 is all about the goddess. So best believe, there will be a lot of divine masculines getting thrown around like a rag doll in the universe because these goddesses know what the fuck they want and they know how to manifest it. Facts. So you guys are going to manifest it and you have your men just going like whiplash through the fucking ethers. Okay? You're going to get what you want. It's inevitable. Be about it. Don't be like me, a little biatch. Okay? Don't be a hypocrite. If you're going to be about it. So I thank you guys. I'm going to tell you about the changes that happen, including me never sleeping on a couch again. Ridiculous. I don't fucking think so. But look, hey, I'm in Twin Flame Union, and I like to share our testimony. I like to talk about myself a lot. Actually, maybe too much. Because some people do think that I'm too much of a big mouth. But do you know how awesome it is to meet Gordon and know that there's an equal big mouth in the world just like me? He overshares way too much too. It's really great. So I overshare. I like to talk about my problems. I like to talk about my solutions. And I like to talk about my blessings. But in this instance, I'm very embarrassed at how I've allowed this connection to get to the rock bottom. It's never been that bad. But in 1 hour, it changed completely. And there's always movement, guys, always. If you don't see it yet in the 3D, please keep going. Please know that your thoughts are always creating, okay? Your dominant thoughts are creating. Really watch what you think about that person. They're going to show up exactly as you tell you. They are going to show up exactly as you say they will. They have zero free will, bitch. They've never had free will in your reality ever. They've shown up like an asshole because you've assumed they would show up as an asshole. When they show up as a saint and they're beautiful and healed, that also was your doing. You have to see it like that. Both good, bad, and ugly. You guys are creating from your thoughts and your thoughts alone. No one else is doing this for you, okay? Sweet dreams. You too, honey. Have a good one, Yari. Thank you. I'm going to hold you accountable on that. Yes, ma'am. I love you. There is a version of yourself that doesn't use curse words, probably, but I don't really give a fuck about that girl. Anyway, let's see, what else did you say? Priests and priestesses are not perfect. They are still human and need to consistently observe their thoughts and actions if they align with their creative desires. Damn. Yari, I'm getting you on a podcast one day. No joke. I want you to email me, babe. I love you so much. I know you're trying to prove a point, but I doubt this disappointed anyone. If anything, a lot of people on this chat are being reminded that even the most evolved souls need to reflect every day. Thank you, babe. I love you too, Unique. I love you. You're my girl. I know, you're my bestie, Yari. I love you so much. This girl Yari is the reason I even stayed on the twin flame path. 11 people, 11 likes. 11. I remember when I moved to Arizona and I met my twin flame then. Guys, listen, the twin flame journey, and this is what I believe to be true. Your twin flame is not a physical vessel. It is a consciousness. It is Christ consciousness. Truly. It is El Cristo. It is the higher mind that channels through all of us. In the same way that some people can channel demons because they're at a low vibration, is the same way that you in your reality are going to have people channel your higher self, right? So this is my theory, and this is a very controversial topic. What in my life isn't controversial? But my theory is that your twin flame, though it is only one person, it is only one consciousness, it is only one aspect of your soul, it actually can channel through a lot of people. So in the beginning of this year, I actually moved to Arizona to be with a man who helped me escape a cult. He actually got me out of a cult that I was in. And I moved in with him, oh my God, I was so happy in love with that guy. And that was my twin flame. That was a version of my twin flame. But as I evolve and my soul evolves and the consciousness that I am starts evolving and getting into a higher state of mind, so too must that person. And that means that physical vessel might not be able to contain it anymore. If that person is like too unhealthy, or there's too many people in their life that is keeping them from you, then the universe will just jump ship, pull the plug on that, and go bring in someone else at a higher evolved level. And it's always better. Always. Anytime you break up with a guy and move, honey, it's always better. Always better because you're always better. You're always advancing. So yeah, I thank you guys for being here. This is really what I needed. I needed to hear myself think, and I really needed to pull my own stick out of my ass because I'm such a hypocrite. Here I go talking to you, oh, this is how you do it, guys. Manifest like this. Stop being a little bitch. And then here I am, literally had all my shit moved out of my bedroom today. Yeah. He did that. He did. But then we're good now. Because like he just went shopping. He just went shopping, and he went to the store literally just for me. So I mean, we're good now. But man, just knowing that bipolar, that quick shift is all because of us and our laziness and our inability to manifest consistently. We got to really work on that, guys. Okay? All right. And I say, guys, I really mean me. I need to work on it. But anyway, I love you, Yari. Thank you for being here. Goda, it was so great seeing you again. I haven't seen you in a really long time. Thank you for being here, Unique. I love you. I'm on break now, so I can join more. Ooh, that's exciting. Oh, please. What are the characteristics of the higher self? Love. Awareness. The awareness is the higher self. Your Christ consciousness, you, yourself, all you are is pure consciousness. The I am presence, the God self that is you, the higher self that is you, is pure awareness. It's peace. It's love. It's understanding. It's not jealous. It's not boastful. It's not chasing anything. It's not running from anything. Your higher self is pure, unadulterated love is all it is. And that is the Christ. That is Jesus. That is literally the second coming of Christ. The second coming of Christ is you. You are Jesus. That's the whole point. Was you got banished from the Garden of Eden and you had to go through the whole Bible, right, Adam, to become the second Adam. In the final book of the Bible, it's about finding the revelatory nature of you. What's being revealed in Revelation? Christ. Christ. That is you. That's the whole point. You are the Christ. And those are the end times. The end times are you not knowing that you're God creating your reality. So here we go. I'm going to use this as a little experiment. I'm going to go get my man. I'm going to go get him, honey. And look, hey, if something happens and I go in there right now and he's like not about it, I'm going to just know that the 3D version still has to conform. And I'm going to keep in my mind saying, nope, that's fine. This is what it is. Nope, that's fine. This is how it is. If you guys get rejected, like some people come to me and they're like, I think I want to call my girl and I want to ask her out. And I'm like, do it, because you can't face rejection. The only rejection you're facing was your shit thoughts culminating into the 3D solidification. That's it. It's not really rejection. You can't be rejected. You're a God. Okay? Wake up. Own your power. You can't be rejected. Who the fuck would reject you? You're God. And you're bringing in everybody into your orbit the way that you claim they are. Are they sweet to you? Are they kind? Or are they trolls from Trollville? Are they all narcissists? Or are you bringing in committed partners? What is it, right? You're either bringing in an interviewer that wants to give you the job, or you're bringing in somebody who pushes you to the end of the back of the line and never gives you even the time of day. It's up to you. You are the only one that needs to change. So I'm using this as a little example. What not to do. Please don't do anything that I've been doing. Anyway, I love you. Oh, Tech Girl, I love you. I love you. Thank you for being here. Okay, Yari, and Tech Girl and Godot, thanks for being here, guys. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye.